With over 8 million monthly users and a team of less than 10, the people behind Screencastify are truly unique and passionate, dedicated to making it as easy as possible to create, store, share, and even edit screen recordings without having to download any software. Hustle Gurus is all about showing you how there are ways to see that no matter what firm, industry, or organization you come from, there is a broader shared mission and shared camaraderie that we can feel. One that comes from working to better the well-being of people everywhere. In this case for Screencastify, they're not limited to, but really focused on making educators' jobs a little easier and the student learning experience more engaging. Let them tell you all about it. You ever wonder what innovation is going on around you? Tap into Chicago's ecosystem of teams, founders, and creators working to make the future something to look forward to. This is Hustle Gurus.
(8:58), so I have 2 minutes to prepare for our stand-up. We do this every morning. We have 3 people here, 1 in Thailand and 2 in Germany. So it's a global meeting where we just go over what everyone's done the day before and what they're hoping to get done today. we have everyone for the first time in I think pretty much a month. Really quickly, right, so Q3 ended last week, our best quarter ever from a sales perspective. The Chrome Web Store is now showing 7.1 million weekly users, which is exciting, but that means that we're only 71% of the way to our goal of 10 million.
Yeah, you look like a K-pop star now, so I feel like I'm talking to someone famous.
So Jason's he's based out of Chicago. He's been in Chicago and he's on like this 4-month travel work abroad program.
Last month I was in Vietnam. This month I'm in Thailand. The biggest difference is there's like less structure. You can't just brainlessly wake up and just go to work without thinking. You gotta like, okay, I'm going to like plan tomorrow out.
Screencastify has continued to work well as a tool for teachers, but it wasn't actually designed to be.
So when we first released Screencastify in the Chrome Web Store, it was immediately adopted by thousands and thousands of teachers. At first, we actually weren't quite sure why, but we talked to a bunch of them and we learned all about how teachers are creating videos and screencasts, instructional videos, and to communicate with parents, record feedback for students, and things like that. There are so many ways that teachers have found to use screencasts. So when we learned that, we reacted pretty quickly and make it a much friendlier tool than it already was kind of by accident for them in the first place.
How's it going now?
It's going good. Doing some support.
Oh, you said doing some support. I thought you said, do you want some support?
Like,
yeah, well.
Since we're like a small, lean group, we kind of all wear tons of hats. I'm also blessed to work in a place where I think that some of the priorities are like created by me. So I get to decide like, hey, like I really, really, really want to do this. And I like kind of want to do this, but like I'm going to push that to the back burner. And then to be quite honest with you, we're like building the plane as we fly it. We get to kind of like have goals and act on them really quickly. So if on Monday, Matt is like, hey, I think it would be really cool if we did X, like we're able to work on it that week and make it a reality by Friday. We've been looking at the top users of Screencastify, the top 100 users across the entire country. And we're gonna reach out to them and kind of like offer them some like super special deals because we want them to have full premium access, but we also want them to have it at a cost that's good for them. We look at every notification and use it to gauge interest in some of the things that we're already doing. So we just got this tweet from Vicky saying that she is working with Google Drawings to demonstrate Who Am I? showing her own family life and learning about Screencastify. And then this one was one of my favorite tweets of the day. It's a screenshot from a video with these two young students who are showcasing the West African black rhinos using Google Docs and Screencastify. So that's been like super, super cool. Some of the teachers who use our products are the true experts as to how it works in the classroom. So a lot of the times, instead of interjecting, we just kind of say, hey, thank you so much for sharing. What can we do to make this better? Because we know that they are already using the tools in ways that we thought previously unimaginable, and they continue to reinvent it every single day in the classroom to make it better for them and for their students.
A huge number of users and only a handful of engineers. The biggest thing is just being really careful and really deliberate with what goes into production. But that's really the mentality that you have to have at all times. Consider the impact that this could have on your user base.
I asked the team, why should anyone care about what you're building?
I bet you've had a reason to make a screen video in the last month or two. I promise you there's no easier way to do that than to install Screencastify.
Because my dogs need to eat. So when I talk about feeding my dogs and paying the bills, when you look at my screensaver.
So basically, we have teachers all over the country who spread the Screencastify love. We like to send them some Screencastify swag to be there, even though we can't be there.
Screencastify believes their larger role plays in the future of video-based learning, and that the tool could very well be a doorway to getting teachers all over the country more comfortable with and transition into video-based learning.
The adoption of video-based learning is accelerating, but I still don't think it's mature. I still think there's a lot of growth. Things don't happen overnight in education. What I view Screencastify's role is to really help more and more teachers learn that they can participate in video-based learning. We usually write teachers short little notes, it's the details that count. We put stickers randomly, and then at these events, they give out the stickers to teachers, and if you're the one that gets a sticker with another sticker on the back, you win a free year of Screencastify Premium. This makes me feel like Santa. Oh no. We could just...
We're not Screencastify sellers first, and I think that that's like really important. Like, we're not walking into a school and saying that like when we get out of here, we are going to sell them X number of Screencastify licenses and our jobs are on the line for being able to do that. What we're doing is we're saying that like, look, this is like what your school will need, and this is how we can provide it. And in some ways, sometimes the answer is that we can't provide it, and it actually would be better for you to do something else or for you to do us in conjunction with something else, and we're totally fine to kind of provide that answer, which I think sets us apart from just being like this ruthless company to being some like people who actually care about like what education should be.